Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Gurley, of course, was right in the mix for a rushing title, but missed the final couple weeks of the year and ended up finishing third with 1,251 yards, but did have a league-high 17 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, the first in Sean Alexander in 2003, 2004.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Anzalone in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Third and long. It's gone. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Ready, yellow lady. 21, 21. 12.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Ready, yellow lady. 21, 21. Got it.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Got it.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Super. Go, 12, go.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Reynolds. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. To the air again. Goff dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Goff throwing again. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A.J. Klein coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Goff now looking to throw. And it's caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Charles, before this next drive, I'm curious to get your thoughts. If you look at the Super Bowl from the perspective of the Rams offense versus the Pats defense, because Jared Goff only 1 touchdown pass in the Rams 2 playoff wins, and then, what do you make of the whole Todd Gurley situation?
Yeah, just 5 touches, 2 drop passes in the NFC Championship game. As he said after the ball game, I was sorry. He didn't play well. He didn't mean he was sorry to the fans. He played in a very sorry state. I don't expect that to continue. He's too good, too talented. I would expect a big game out of Todd Gurley, but the late season acquisition of C.J. Anderson gives them a great backstop at the running back position, and they may have to throw the ball a little bit more in this game. We'll see if Jared Goff and those excellent receivers are up to the task.
Value three.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
14.
From the red zone now, Goff. This will be caught just inside the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Black 20. Starting left here.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Hell, you won.
Out of the gun. Gone. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. CD, before this next drive gets going, the Pro Bowl took place January 27th in Orlando. 3rd year in a row that the AFC has won, and really the 3rd year in a row where the weather in Orlando has not been too kind. It was ice cold 2017, and then downpours the last couple of years.
Yeah, in addition to it being cool as well again this year, so rain and cold, that hurts the crowd a little bit, but still, this game has evolved into what I would call a crazier type NFL game. Quick whistles to make sure guys don't get hurt when there's tackling going on. How about receivers playing defensive back? Defensive backs like Jalen Ramsey catching touchdown passes. And to cap it all off, when they awarded the MVP trophy to, I believe, Patrick Mahomes, it broke.
Yeah, indeed, it was Mahomes, the MVP of the offense, Jamal Adams, MVP of the defense in the 26-7 AFC victory. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 24 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Well, as they get ready for this next drive, we shift our attention to a little Super Bowl conversation. The 3rd time that the Super Bowl, Charles, is going to be played in Atlanta, and the Patriots had 35,000 folks come out in Foxborough before departing for a little rally.
How about that? You would think that would be a fan base where it might be a little bit blasé about the whole thing because they seem to go just about every year. But they continue to use their rallying cry. They hate us because they ain't us. And as for the game itself, February the 3rd, I can't wait. I'll be there to call the game internationally one more time. Just remember, this game is 17 years to the day since Super Bowl 36. Got this whole Patriots thing kick-started. Literally, Adam Vinatieri with a game-winning field goal. Patriots beat the Rams 20-17. Same franchise, different city. They were in St. Louis then.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to the air. Goff on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's put...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 46 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Goff now looks to throw. Rolling to his right. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Well, as the dust settles for the New Orleans Saints on this season, yes, a lot of disappointment for the second year in a row, but, 13-3, number 1 seed for the first time since 2009. Now, they did suffer the first home playoff loss under Breeze and Peyton after 6 wins, but a lot to be proud of this year for New Orleans.
No doubt about it. I mean, that team jumped out right from the word go.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Ndamukong Suh getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4.
Hey, easy. Kill!
Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Kill!
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Here we go. Get set. Monday. Got it.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Yellow lady. Got it.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Gone. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
We're good. We're good.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Watson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Under. Waiting. All right, two. Ready, my check.
Breeze to throw again. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Monday.
Again, it's Breeze. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Goff on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reynolds. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
20.
On second down, here's Goff. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Demario Davis. He's the one that finally runs him down, and that is a big, big loss. 18 yards. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
12.
Now Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Under.
Breeze now. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Well, partner, after the conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime situation?
I don't think so. And you got to remember, I'm an old crone, all right? So here's the deal on it. The NFL jumped into popularity with an overtime game. The Baltimore Colts being the New York Giants. Back in, 1959, 58, 59? That's when the NFL really came into prominence, and it was sudden death. Alan Amici, the Colts got the ball, they scored. No one talked about anything but, boy, what an exciting game. As time went on, people started talking about fairness. So the overtime rule finally got changed. If you score first with a touchdown, the game's over. Otherwise, you keep playing. I think that's pretty cool. And in our 2 championship games this year, we had overtime in both. Tom Brady and the Patriots won the toss, went downfield, scored a touchdown, ball game. Drew Brees and the Saints won the coin toss, threw an interception. The Rams kicked the field goal and won. Defense still exists if you care to play it.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Breeze now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. From the gun, here's Goff. That's complete, right around the 8. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. To throw is Goff. This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open.
And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Jared Goff taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams add on to their lead. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
Louis. Here we go, Coach.
Here's Goff. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing now is Breeze. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
11.
Breeze now on 1st down. Just keeping the play alive. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had 2 excellent conference championship games, but on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had 2 huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, everyone talking about the no call.
Yeah, and we should be talking about Legatron. A 48-yarder to get them to overtime. The 57-yarder to win it in overtime. He should be the guy who should be exalted right now, but you're exactly right. Nickell Roby-Coleman's hit on Tommy Lee Lewis in regulation, when I saw it live, thought it was a bang-bang play. Turned out, it was definitely a missed call. Plus, they missed helmet-to-helmet contact on it as well. So if you're a Saints fan, you are very unexcited about the Rams advancing to the Super Bowl, but I still don't want pass interference to become a reviewable call. The game flow is paramount to me. Let's not slow it down any more than it already is.
Yeah, it could be a slippery slope, then you start doing it with everything, right?
Next thing you know, we'll be reviewing holding. And by the way, you can probably call holding just about every play in the NFL.
Motion. 26, Mike. 11. 4. 12. 11. 12. Okie. 26, Mike.
Snap comes at 1. And now Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force it in.
And look at this. It's a fake. But he will not make the 1st down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Cooks flashing the footwork. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way.